back at the shop. This is week 4 out of 10, so it's going to be a little bit of crunch time. I've got a couple of minutes to work on some small things before I've got a remote class to attend, which I'll be doing here at the shop. And then I'm gonna see if I can knock out some bigger projects like the rest of the frame mounts. You can see I got the surface right here all shiny and prepped. So I'm gonna see if I can knock out a couple of small projects and then get to the big stuff after class. Alright, there's a broken bolt that holds the exhaust on. I'm going to see if I can take that off, and then I'm going to remove the, I'm going to keep the front brake lever, the stock dirt bike one, but I got to remove the clutch lever, so I'm just going to get to it. First off though, the poopy. The stuff I don't want to do. All right, I was not able to get stuff done before class started, but that's all right. I've got penetrating oil on that stuck bolt that snapped off, and I'm just gonna let that do its thing, work its way in there, and I'll extract that some other day once it's nice and oiled up. But for now today, I'm gonna get started on fabricating the rest of the engine mounts, and here is a look at what I'm thinking. I'm using this copper magnet stick that I've got to try and get a rough idea of how I want this in there. So I want oh come on. There we go. Busy day at the shop today. Xavier got a puppy. So I want this piece coming down at an angle, and then wrapping around. So I'm gonna see if I can cut some stuff out. And puppy.
I thought so, but
he did.
Puppy's got no name yet.
He did.
All right, after a good deal of work, I got this cut. It's looking pretty good, but I just realized I made this bend the wrong direction. This is gonna mount flush with the frame, and this has to bend out that way instead of inwards. So I gotta restart. Luckily, I got plenty of material. All right, we got part of this engine mount done. We got the part that actually bolts to the engine, and we got this down tube kind of tacked together. Sorry I didn't get that on film, but I'm just gonna continue doing some welds on this. All right, we got food back in us, and we're gonna keep cranking out the bike, and we're gonna try and get the left side frame done tonight so that I can start doing wiring harness and carbs, and hopefully get this thing rideable within like a week or so. But let's get to it. Pizza crust.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, distracting a bolt, part 1.
All right, if you guys want to see how to get bolt holes aligned properly on this little bracket that we just made, I got a trick to show you guys. Check this out. There we go. 2 bolts cut down and sharpened to a point, and then you hold this over it and you smack it with a hammer, and it leaves a dent right where you want the drill bit to go. All right, guys, it has been a ton of work, but Mike and I have just cranked out the entire left side. I'm actually about to do the last bit of welding. You can see I've got it magneted up. Take a look from up top. You may notice that the frame is unsymmetrical. That's because the engine actually hangs out the right side of the bike a little bit. This is because I had to properly align the chain and sprocket. So if the rear sprocket wasn't in line with the front sprocket, then the chain would not be in the right place. And to get the chain and the sprockets all lined up, I had to push the engine out the right side of the bike a little bit. So take a look again. But otherwise, it's looking really good. I'm still learning how to MIG weld. These are Mike's beautiful MIG welds over here. They actually look incredible. Earlier, while I only had the right frame welded up, I actually stood on the engine, whole body weight on the engine, on just the lower engine mounts and the right side engine mount, and it held me up. And it's not even finish welded yet. So I'm really, really happy with it. I'm feeling very confident that it's nice and strong, especially with the engine being a stress member. So I'm gonna get to welding this last engine mount, and then I'll see you again in a bit. I do too.